Judy, I want to thank you for that introduction, and it's nice to be here with the Sandestin Marketing Club. Today, as Judy said, my name is Jerry Graves, and I used to work at Coca-Cola Enterprises. I want to share with you and your group some of the turnaround moments that were established in some less than desirable situations in these Fortune 50 companies that we managed. The methods we used moved 4 multi-million-dollar divisions into profit, into case sales, and into share growth within the industry. And the best part of the story is that it also moved a couple of billion-dollar operations into that same positive growth. The point is, no matter the size of the company, the efforts and the systems prove to pay off. Normally when I would walk into a new operation, the first thing I would notice is that I had a large number of eyes just staring right at me. They were wondering, number one, what changes were going to take place, and then number two, they were wondering about how these changes were going to affect them. And I'm sure that most of you have been in similar situations such as that from time to time. I do know that the first thing that I would do would be to look each one of them straight in the eyes and straight in the face. And what I was looking for at that point in time, I was looking for people that were confident. I was looking for people that had a gleam of hope and some people that wanted to join the program. The first thing that we had to do was recruit people to be part of the new organization. Although they worked there, and we did not try to change people from being employed there, the first thing that we wanted to do was to recruit them to the new system. My first statement was always, I'm here to move the company in a positive, desired direction. And I'm going to ask you, tough challenge, right? Something that's different, something that's new, and some for these people. So I'm moving them in a positive direction. Not wanting to be misunderstood, I let them know that I was recruiting as many of them as possible to be part of the new system. I'm looking for recruits that have a sense of commitment. I'm looking for people who want to commit to a new system. I'm also looking for people with a team spirit. And the reason for that is I played football at a college team that went 1-8-1. A miserable time, but let me tell you something. I personally learned some very, very valuable lessons from that. One of the things that we tried to change when we walked into a new operation was we wanted to make sure that displays, and everybody in here should know what a display is. You've been into big, large stores and you see end aisle displays, you see center aisle displays. Well, one of the magics of the business is if you have a display, you sell more product. So we wanted to make sure that when we had a promotion, that we had a display in every store. In this particular case, we're talking about a supermarket that had about 100 stores. When we first checked the marketplace on a promotion, we would have somewhere in the neighborhood of 30% of the stores covered with displays. That's a bad number. And what we decided at that point in time is that we needed to track displays. We needed to know who had them and where they were. So we set up a tracking system. We found out that when we set up a tracking system, the display execution went from about third, somewhere up to about 50 or 60%. Then we came up with another rule. We said, if your store does not have a display, you need to communicate that to your district manager. And now you and your district manager need to go out and secure that display. Then the execution went up to about 85 to 87%. Then we came up with one more. We said, all right, now we're looking for 100%. If we do not have a display, you, your district manager, and the sales manager will have to go secure the display. Needless to say that the execution went over the top at that point in time. Now, I know that this has been an oversimplification of the process, but with Coca-Cola Enterprises, we achieve the desired results by paying attention to the details. And I would love to share the details with each and every one of you at some point in time. I have about 175 detailed stories that I can share with you that have moved different divisions, different operations, and different people from time to time. And when I speak to your group, I move the audience in the direction that your company desires them to be moved. I make sure that your people leave with the message that you want them to leave with, and I make sure that they understand the challenge that you deem for them. My experience as a teacher, a coach, and a mentor has served me well. It's helped me to move from a position to the position of a Southeastern Regional Vice President for Coca-Cola Enterprises. I have never had to go to work a day in my life. I've enjoyed the teaching, I've enjoyed the coaching, and I've enjoyed the mentoring and the winning experience with the real world. Thank you.